we were talking about this one. So is it clear now, or you have any questions related to this part?
I have a question. It's like, is the structure of this part chart is this, you know, yes.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same as the other actually diagrams. So in task one, we have the same structure normally for different diagrams. So first of all, introduction. And after that, you know, it depends. Maybe they have small actually and differences, very little differences. So we can't consider them as a very actually huge and very big difference. So they have, we can say, not really considerable or notable differences, but they follow the same structure. So we have 4 paragraphs. It can be 3. It's okay. As I told you, you can combine your introduction and overview. So no matter, just you need to consider your time limits. I'm sorry, your word limit. I see time limit. Okay, it's your word limit. And there is another point here that, again, you have introduction. You need to paraphrase, talk about the general trend. After that, main bodies. You need to separate, divide your information and compare them. Compare them. And of course, you have overview, that your overview can be considered as a conclusion, but it's not conclusion. It's something like an overview. Again, a general view from the whole information, the most significant changes, okay? Or trends.
Yeah.
Well,
And
now you can see, we have now the sample answer, and you can see how the structure is. First of all, we have the sample, okay, which summarizes and reports the data in exercise 7 here. Some of the course markers have been removed. Fill the gaps with words or phrases from the box. So let's complete this one, okay, using the phrases from the box. Okay, let's get started.
the first one,
The first one. So let's read. The bar chart gives the percentage of passenger cars manufactured by different regions of the world. Good. The world is divided into 7 regions, okay, with the total adding up to 100%. Okay, so which one? For the purposes of this data set, so why the world is divided into 7 regions? Because we want to discuss the percentage of passenger cars manufactured by different regions. So for the purposes of this data set, for this reason, the world is divided into 7 regions. So this one, okay, number 1. The regions that's the regions of Greater China and Europe lead the way. So, which one?
what stands out is.
Very good, excellent. What stands out is that the regions of Greater China and Europe lead the way. The manufacture of passenger cars lead the way of what? Yeah.
Little by
What do you think about this one? About what? So why? You know, we say that what stands out is that the regions of Greater China and Europe lead the way. The way of what? You know, in terms of manufacturing, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so in terms of the manufacturer of passenger cars with 26% and 25, 26% and 25, they are in order.
And 25 respectively.
Good job, respectively. Number 5, very few cars. A contrast.
Teacher.
Yes, yes.
But if we fill number 3 with in terms of, it's not make sense, teacher.
Why? Why it doesn't make sense?
I don't know, but
Let me write and you can read it. What is the meaning of in terms of?
I don't know.
So why you say it doesn't make sense?
Be,
So
because like I have seen it, it just go before some
let
like
me say, let me say, okay.
okay.
When you talk about something in terms of something or in particular terms, you are specifying which aspect of it. So now we are talking about Greater China and Europe. And now in what aspects they are better? In what aspects they stand out? In manufacture of passenger cars. So in terms of something means to specify different aspects of something. Get it? To
Can you spell the
discuss. Yeah?
can you, can you spell the spect?
I'm writing, so let me write here. Spect. Okay. So now uh, we are discussing regions of Greater China and Europe, and we say that they actually stands out and they are better, they're leaders. The way of what? Okay, in terms of, this actually we're gonna specify this aspect. Get it?
Yes.
Okay, so it makes sense. Definitely it makes sense. Well, and number 5, very few cars. Now it's like, you're making a contrast. So what do you think?
By contrast,
That's great. By contrast, very good. Number 6, the Americas, a sharp contrast can be seen.
turning next
Yeah,
to
of course. Turning next to the Americas. Yeah, of course, another contrast can be seen. 7, North America.
whereas.
Whereas, of course, whereas North America can boast. Very good. Finally, let's keep going with Japan and Korea. Let's.
Finally, moving on to
Good job. Very good. Moving on, Japan and Korea. And the last one.
well, the last one. On
Although, of course, although they are just 2 countries rather than the whole region, they account for a sizable proportion of the total at 16%. So they are very good, useful discourse markers that you can use in order to write your essay. Okay, so whenever, wherever You have the same topic, just use them. And now we're gonna talk about the definition, the use of these words and phrases. So which one shows a contrast? Which one, for example, introduce a new point from actually these words? So the first one, showing contrast. Which one? What do you think about these three? Although, whereas, and by contrast, we use them to show the contrast. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. To introduce a new point, idea, or section. Introduce a new point, idea, or section. Which one? Which section? Manufacture of passenger cars. So,
what?
so let me help you. The first one, a section. What section here? The manufacture of passenger cars. So we're gonna introduce a section. How? In terms of the manufacture of passenger cars, it means this section. We are talking about this section, and we say that China and Europe are leaders, are better manufacturers. This is the first one. New topic, new idea, okay? Moving on to or turning next to a new one. I want to express the new one, so these two. So we have moving on to and turning next to in actually two phrases that we can use to express, to state a new idea, a new topic. And if we want to specify a section, specify aspect or section in terms of something. Get it?
Yes.
The next one. To emphasize or exemplify an idea or point that you are making. So which one? To exemplify or to emphasize?
What stands out is?
Great, of course. And the next one, to introduce a statement which clarifies the data. Clarifies the data. I want to give more information about.
Oh.
So, for the purposes of this data set, it means I want to clarify my data. What data? Something that I mentioned above before. Yeah?
Yeah.
And the next one, to indicate that some information is in the same order as connected information mentioned in a previous one. They are in the same order, in order. What do you think? Respectively. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. It means in order. Okay. So we learned some phrases, discourse marker phrases, and their definitions and the use of them so that we can use them in our essays. Okay? Do you have any questions?
Hey, I think no. This part no.
Very good.
What
Okay.
teacher?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I say again the exercise? Yes.
Which one? This one or this one?
Yes.
9?
The above. The above.
This one. Previous one.
Teacher, is
Yes.
the structure of um, bar chart different from the structure of the port?
Yeah. Pie chart and bar chart.
No. The bar chart and the port, the port
I can't get what you say. So the bar chart and what?
and the like the here. No. And the port. The figure
Ah,
start with
table. The
yeah.
board and bar chart. You mean table?
Yes. Oh.
Okay. Okay. The structure, no, I can't say the structure. The data and the information, different or different. So when you say structure, it means that, okay, if I have another paragraph, maybe something else, no, I can say that, as I told you, all the structures in task one, almost they're the same because we have 4 paragraphs, we have introduction, 2 main bodies, we have overview. Okay, so they are the same, but the way that we write them are different, is different. So the way that we write, for example, bar chart or pie chart or table, the data and information are different, okay, not the structure. So when I say introduction is to paraphrase the question and actually express something like maybe the general trend, the most important overview, the most important, the significant, for example. But the most important data is different in bar chart and line graph, is different in table and, for example, bar chart. So the data is different, not the structure. Get it?
And yes.
Yeah. For example, here, as you can see, as I told you, I divided my actually bar chart into 3 sections. Okay. I have the same thing about this table. There is a table. I have the same thing about this table because I need them. But how to explain them is different. Here I explain this one in a different way from the bar chart, but totally they are the same. Get it?
Yes.
Good. Well, and the last part, okay, these are extract from the sample answers. Okay, what information does each underline? So I want to know that, for example, one, okay, one shows a trend. So in avoid to avoid repeating and repetition, we use some other words. So for example, the overall trend is clearly one of decline. One means trend. Now here, the second one, the given time frame, what it means.
Hmm. The time frame that's on the table.
Here, when we say the time frame, as you can see, we means the 100-year period. Because I don't want to repeat it, I say by the end of the given. It means this is the given. I have it here. For example, there were still thousands of coal mines in Britain. To give a specific example, there were, okay, 3,024 of them. Of what? Them refers coal mines. Am I right?
Yes.
So it means, don't get confused. We use some object pronouns. We use some synonyms to avoid repeating. Just this. I don't want to repeat them, so I say them. Or for example, I say by the end of the given time, it means this time. You know, I have it here. I don't want to repeat it. Here, the process of closing down the UK's deep
But
mind has, yes.
why you didn't cross the number 3, but you crossed number 1 and number 2?
What?
Like cross.
Ah, cross. Okay, so you mean this one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I crossed. It's okay. So it's
But
okay.
I think that there's a difference.
No, no, no. They are the same. Just, I did something and I forgot to do it again. Okay. By actually the process of closing down the UK's deep mines had clearly begun by 1923. The number of what?
The number. Uh, yes.
Of course, the number means, because closing down the UK's deep mines had clearly begun. The number of what? Deep mines, so it refers this one. North America can boast 19% of world passenger car production. South America manufactures just 4% of this type. What type of vehicle?
Passenger car.
Good job. Very good. So as you can see, you can use different phrases and words to avoid repeating and just this. Well, you have assignments. You need to do it at home and send me your writing, okay? So you can use these sample answers, the given sample answers that we studied this session, and you will write this one and send me your writing. Don't forget about write at least 150 words, okay?
Yeah.
Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me.
I think. I think no.
Okay, very good. So thank you, and it's really good to see you after 2 sessions. Now finally I could see you. Okay,
Yeah.
and thank you. Have a great week, and don't forget about writing your essay and send it. I will correct it and resend it again. Okay?
Can you take a photo of this
Of
assessment?
course, I will send
Yeah.
you. I will send you this one. Okay. Have a good time and see you.
Thank you, teacher.
You're
Goodbye.
welcome. Goodbye.
Have a
Goodbye.
nice.
Thank you. Goodbye.